Do your little lovies or your little lovies classroom need this precious bunny bag for their Easter treats? Let's go make it. But first, don't forget to share this so it'll save to your profile and you can come back to it later. These are the Missouri Star Quilt Company fat quarters that they sent us, Laguna Sunrise. I've tagged the link to the fabrics in the caption. So, the first thing we're gonna do, take our fat quarter and we're gonna cut this template. The template's available at hometownquiltcompany.com. Easy peasy. You just take it, cut it, one piece for the front and one piece for the back, okay? So we're gonna lay one piece face up, and then we have these tiny pieces of ribbon. These are 2 inches wide. We're gonna come down about 4 inches from the top. So I have my ruler, and I'm gonna take my piece of ribbon and make a U shape out of it. Just like this. Y'all see that? And I'm gonna lay that about 4 inches from the top. Doesn't have to be exact, but this is what's gonna hold your bag together in a little while. Okay? Then we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. 4 inches, make a U out of it, put it on this side of our bag. And I've clipped both of these on. Well, I haven't, but I am going to clip both of these on. Y'all, this is so cute. Then we are going to sew up this side and up this side. We're going to leave the top open. Do not sew the top closed. 1/4 inch seam, straight stitch, back stitch when you start and when you stop, because my grandma said so.
And if y'all decide to do like me and make them for all of the kids in your little lovies classroom, you better get started now.
This is going to go over here. So on this one, this is our second piece. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold it in, pretty side to pretty side, and we're going to sew all the way down one side, but on the other side, we're going to leave a hole so we can turn it right side out. Back stitch when you start and when you stop, 1/4 inch seam, follow the edge of your fabric with the edge of your presser foot.
And what didn't occur to me as a twin mom is that when you send treats to school, you have to have 2 separate sets of treats because the teacher lets them hand them out. And of course, everybody has to have something to hand out.
Now I'm going to box my corners. We're boxing our corners so our bag will stand up. So I'm going to put my hand in and go to the corner with my finger, and I'm going to push this seam down until I have this pretty triangle at the bottom. Do y'all see that? And then I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to come up 1 inch and draw a line. And then I took my ruler and I drew a line across the bottom. Can y'all see that? I'm going to do that to all 4 corners of my bag. I'm not marking them all, but I want you to mark them all if you want to. After I have decided where I want my corners to be boxed, and I draw my line, then I'm just going to sew directly on this line that I just drew. Straight stitch, back stitching when you start and when you stop, and after I sew on that line, then I'm going to clip the corners off. All 4 corners. So 2 corners on this piece and 2 corners on this piece.
Boxing the corners is going to make your bag stand up, and it's going to make it look really nice. I'm so excited to see the ones that y'all are making, so be sure to email me a photo to hometownquiltcompany@gmail.com. I'm going to send this with one little lovey, and then I have to figure out what to send with the other little lovey. For Valentine's Day, I did the bags for one and the envelopes for the other. If y'all have any ideas, drop it in the comments. I need all the help I can get.
We boxed our corners. So now we have 2 pieces. We're going to turn one right side out and put it inside the other one. Doesn't matter which. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to sew around this top. So we're going to sew here, 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 and here. And then we're going to turn it right side out through this hole that we left. Remember leaving that hole? So we're going to sew around the top and we're going to turn it right side out through this hole.
The front of your bag will be the piece that you added the ribbon to. So I decided to leave my hole in the lining. Now you could easily make this bag reversible by adding the ribbon to both sides. Add it to the front of your bag and to the lining, just so you would have somewhere to feed your ribbon through if you turned the bag in the other direction and wanted to use the inside as the outside.
Y'all, you know I love to sew something for my teachers, and I love to sew something for my little ladies' classroom, because they are super proud that their mom can sew. It is the sweetest thing. And they kind of think I can make anything. And I can't, okay? I cannot. But I love that they think I can. That's precious too. So we're going to push our corners out, close our hole that's in our lining, put our lining down into our bag. I'm gonna go iron mine, you go iron yours. I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm back with my ironed bag and some ribbon. First thing we're gonna do is top stitch around the top of our bag. Now y'all, the top stitching is gonna make your ears stand up really nicely, so do the top stitch, okay? I'm not giving y'all a bunch of extra steps because I don't like the extra steps. I've ironed, I've top stitched, now I'm gonna take my ribbon. This is 12 inches of decorative ribbon, but you can use whatever ribbon you want. And you could make it longer, probably not any shorter, but you could definitely make it longer if you wanted to. Or shorter, that just might be a little bit difficult to tie. You're gonna put your treats in your precious little bunny bag and then feed your ribbon in the 2 side pieces that you left and tie your bag up. Here's our precious bunny bag. So I put a tomato pin cushion in the bottom of mine so it would stand up so y'all could see what it would look like. So stinking cute. So cute. Out of 1 fat quarter, you can make 2 of these bags. You see how this is 2 different fabrics? You would have 2 pieces of this and 2 pieces of this. So you only need 1 of each for your bag, so you could make 2 bags and make the other one the opposite, however you want to do it. I can't wait to see the ones y'all make. My name is Tammy. I'm your favorite sewing teacher, and I would love for you to come sew with me.